Welcome back to my channel. I'm JC. Today's video, I'm going to talk about some ways that if you are struggling with your mental health, having moments of anxiety or going through depression, that you can still maintain some level of creative productivity in the midst of that. Now, this is not a video encouraging toxic productivity. This is not saying you should go, even while you're struggling. That's not what this is. It is, I've talked about on this channel before that, I have mental health struggles, same as a lot of people out there, a lot of you. And I think I did the reflections video at the end of last year where I had realized that I was dealing with depression that I guess I was in denial about. And I thought, at the start of this year that I was kind of moving past that. And maybe I was, but I'll just say that this week I've been struggling. Just, little anxiety, little feeling useless, things like that. Just emotionally struggling this week, and in particular. But I still have goals. I still have books that I would like to put out this year. I still have things to do, writing to do, and frankly, writing is I've said it before. Also, writing is like breathing for me. If I'm not writing, it makes me feel worse. It makes me feel even more. Or if I'm not being creative in some form, some way, it just makes me feel less like myself. So it's almost like it compounds the anxiety and depression for me if I'm not doing something creative. Now, I'm not saying that I need to be at the height of creativity and just cranking out creative projects if I'm struggling, mentally or emotionally. I'm just saying that I still need to find ways that I can still manage some level, even if it's a low level of creativity. So I just thought I would share with you some things that work for me. They may or may not work for you. You may have some better strategies that maybe you can share with me in the comments. But these are some things that work for me. If you've been watching my channel, I've been doing longer sprints lately. But the first thing that I had to readjust this week anyway, I don't know how I'm going to feel next week, so I can't speak for next week. But this week, I haven't been doing the longer sprints. I've been shortening the sprints. And y'all know I don't like short sprints particularly. But this week, it's just been feeling like the short sprints are kind of all that I can manage without feeling overwhelmed. So like 20 to 25 minute sprints. At times there have been like 15-minute sprints, and I've just been writing in spurts, on my writing days, which have helped me get some words in, even if it's, less words than I originally wanted. Again, some days it's just I'm gonna have to be okay with that. Second tip is that alternating tasks. Y'all know I've split up my days. I have writing days and admin days, Mondays and Fridays, but I may some days need to switch that out and make one day like today is supposed to be a writing day, but it's turning out to be more of a admin / YouTube kind of day where I'm still maintaining some creativity with the YouTube and some work on my writing stuff as far as admin and sending out emails and things like that and doing things like that, because I don't think I can manage the words today, even in smaller sprints. But So sometimes you have to just kind of know when to balance your task and still get things done, accomplish maybe some marketing stuff or, some social media stuff. It still goes into building up your author brand, or, selling your books or whatever, or your products, but it doesn't put a high level of emotional stress on you. So that's another thing to try. A third thing, which I'm going to do soon, probably as soon as this video is uploaded, is work from bed, which I'm going to take my laptop and maybe get some more social media things and stuff like that done from the bed. Gonna do some creative things like play around with the mood boards on my Pinterest and get inspired that way creatively, because again, I don't actually think I can manage the words today, but I'm gonna do all of that from bed. Fourth, add on a self-care day if need be. Y'all know my self-care days are Sunday, but I also might be adding tomorrow, Friday, as another self-care day, because I feel like I need an extra self-care day this week. And sometimes, now if you're not doing a self-care day at all, you might want to throw a self-care day in there, period, just to help ease with some of the emotional or mental health issues. But if you already have a self-care day or a self-care evening, add a day, add some self-care on a different day, because sometimes you just need that extra level of self-care. 5 is an interesting one. I am an extreme introvert. Isolation is my jam. I tend to do a thing you probably shouldn't do if you're depressed or feeling like you're going into a depression or feeling anxiety, and I tend to isolate myself and do things to push people away, and because then it makes me isolated, and that is not what you want to do. I am learning that because your friends are there to help you. I mean, of course they can't, how to say this, they can't fix things for you, obviously, but they are there to help you maybe feel less useless, less alone, less hopeless if you're feeling hopeless, maybe to remind you to take breaks, to be that person to remind you to lay down if you need to lay down, or to self-care yourself if you need to self-care yourself. Sometimes we aren't the best people at taking care of ourselves, and this is why we have friends that remind us to take care of ourselves when we're not doing a good job of it. And I tend to push people away when I get really depressed or in a mode of anxiety or struggles, because I don't want to burden people with my issues. And so I tend to do that. And it's not what you should do. If you have a good group of friends, try to stay engaged with them. And that's not to say you can't scale back if you're feeling like you do need that time to yourself, but don't push them completely away. Stay engaged. And the last one, which may sound a little silly, stay hydrated and drink lots and lots of water. Now, I have to put that on there because I am not a person that likes to drink lots and lots of water. I also don't like to drink lots of straight water. Like, I'll put Crystal Light or anything to flavor water up. But it actually helps. And I've only recently discovered, like maybe in the last year and a half, I've only recently discovered that when I drink lots of water, which baffled me because I'm like, how is me drinking extra water making me feel better? But it does. I don't know why. And it's even on like some of the health websites and things about dealing with anxiety and depression. They say stay hydrated, drink lots of water. I don't know why it works, but it does. Stay hydrated, folks. Drink lots of water. And with that last tip, that is kind of where I'm going to leave it for now. The ultimate tip, of course, is obviously if you're feeling too overwhelmed to do anything, it is nothing wrong with taking a day and spending it in the bed and doing absolutely nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. Do whatever works best for you and your mental health. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you like what you see and you want to see more videos from me, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I post videos on Mondays and Thursdays. I live stream on Wednesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As per usual, if you would like to be supportive of me in any of my creative endeavors, such as my blog, my online magazine, my online store, my online rap bubble shop, my Ko-fi page, or my Patreon, all of those links can be found in the description box below. And until next time, have a blessed day. Bye.